Again, this is Brent Vail with Microsoft. I'm the Office 365 specialist, TSS for NWD. We're going to do a quick overview of Office 365. I'm going to do some slides, about 10 to 12 slides here, give you the latest and greatest. I'll flip out and show you my live desktop and the admin portal. Hopping in here, we're go ahead and hop onto the first slide. Again, some of the large companies, corporations that are currently out there in the cloud making it work on Microsoft's 365. JP Morgan Chase, WellPoint, one of the biggest banks, some of the biggest hospitals, Red Cross, recently just signed the state of Texas for Office 365. There is Office 365 fast track funding available, and we can discuss that as we get closer to pricing and closing the deal. The four trends we see impacting the way we work are mobile, social, cloud, and big data. On the mobile piece, again, over 3 billion global consumers have smartphones, tablets, phablets in their pockets out there working, trying to be productive. In the U.S., there's over 84% of enterprises now have a mobile or distributed workforce of some type. Social and cloud are kind of the two buzzes. On the social piece, millennials are entering the workforce at a rate of about 4 million per year. They've had technology in their lives mostly, so they embrace the technologies quicker. 82% of the world's online population use social networking of some type. On the cloud, over 80% of new apps were distributed or deployed on clouds. In 2014, about 80% of businesses are either using or investigating cloud computing solutions of some type. Big data is kind of the big scare. It just continues to grow. Digital content grew to 2 zettabyte in 2012. That was up about 48% from 2011. They predicted it would rocket towards 8 zettabyte by 2015, and we're at that plus some currently. 80% growth of unstructured data is predicted over the next 5 years. So we just need to gain some control and get our hands around it. Some of the challenges of IT for users, we see our users' devices, apps, and data. Again, on the users piece, users expect to be able to work in any location, have access to all their resources. Devices have exploded, eroding the standards-based approach to corporate IT. Apps, multiple apps, third-party, deploying and managing those apps across multiple platforms can be very difficult. And on the data side, users need to be productive while maintaining compliance and reducing the risk. Beautiful thing is Office 365 does solve for that. Again, kind of devices, cloud, social control all over again. On devices, we do work across all devices, including iOS, Android, and Windows Phone. They recently redesigned it so it would work great with any of the touchscreen technologies, pen technologies. So if the devices have it, it will work in 365. You do have full fidelity across all browsers, Safari, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. Cloud is, the Office that's always up to date. I like to call it the versionless Office. You do have a profile that roams across up to 15 devices depending on the plan you choose. And new cloud-based apps make it easier to roll out apps to your employees. No more need for EXEs because of some of the push technologies we've built in. On the social piece, we've recently added in news feeds and microblogging. We've extended it out with SharePoint and added a lot of new, really awesome features on the SharePoint Online. We've also included Yammer, our social piece. Co-authoring across documents in the online web apps is possible, meaning that if you have a team collaborating on Office 365, on OA, they can all be on that PowerPoint or that Excel spreadsheet doing real-time, seeing each other's edits going on while they're working as a group. Multi-party HD video and Skype Federation have been built in. We're on Skype currently. On the control piece, we've built in data loss prevention to help protect against credit cards, social security numbers. A lot of that privacy information will be picked up by DLP. We've also added in archiving and e-discovery. And once you're in the cloud, moving a mailbox on-premise or out of the cloud into the cloud is as easy as a couple of clicks. So what is Office 365? 365 is made up of 5 major components: Exchange, SharePoint, Skype for Business, Office, and Yammer. On the Exchange piece, again, users would have a 50 gigabyte email and calendaring. Would also give them an unlimited archive for that Exchange, an antivirus plus anti-spam. We built in DLP and rights management into that Exchange as well. On the SharePoint piece, we do have the standard SharePoint starts with 10 gigabytes of storage, plus each of your users would scoop in 500 megabytes for that storage for SharePoint. OneDrive does have a terabyte of storage for each of your users as well. They recently increased that to unlimited storage for each of your users just a couple of months ago. We've made it easy for external sharing through some of the online services we offer through SharePoint as well recently. Skype for Business, again, we're on Skype for Business, include multi-party HD videos. You can conference up to 250 currently. Later this year, they're going to be adding in a broadcast for Skype for Business that'll allow companies to roll a broadcast out to 10,000 users. Again, later this year, early next year. You also can connect with Skype, so any of your outside callers that are not on Skype for Business, if they have a Skype account, are federated. They just join the meeting and federate right in. Archives on your IMs also for Skype for Business, so anything that's shared out through Skype on your IM would also be able to go back to and look at it in an archive, look at those links or those attachments that somebody might have attached on an IM. On Office, again, 15 devices, that includes Macs. We have web apps on any device or browser, and again, a Roamy profile for your Office. Yammer, I'll show you on the LiveView, is a place for groups to collaborate and engage and innovate. A really awesome place for collaboration. The Office 365 plan stack is made up of 4 major SKUs: the Enterprise K1, Enterprise E1, Enterprise E3, and Enterprise E4. Enterprise K1, sometimes known as deskless or kiosk worker, great for rolling out HR email. Ashley here probably works in the shop and doesn't have a desktop or laptop at her station, but might share it with a group of people. This would give her 2 gigabytes of email and calendaring, again, Office web apps, OneDrive, and a few team sites, sometimes known as kiosk. Enterprise E1 is sometimes known as OR, online web apps. Don, you can see here in the picture, is working out of his car. This would give him 50 gigabytes of email and calendaring, Office web apps, authoring, the OneDrive, the team sites, and this is where E1 grows. This would also include IM virtual meetings, Yammer Enterprise, and you pick up the Active Directory for E1. E3 and E4 are where most people do land on the Enterprise SKU. This is what I've been talking about mainly: 50 gigabytes of email and calendaring, authoring on the web apps, the OneDrive, the team sites, IM virtual meetings, Yammer Enterprise, Active Directory. This is where E3 would grow. You'd pick up the Office client, click to run, the push technology I was talking about, Power Pivot, Power View. Plus you get eDiscovery, archiving, DLP, and rights management. E4, same exact program. This would include a Link Plus Cal and might need the addition of a Link server. Allow you to roll out completely to voice using one window for everything, removing the phone if you want to, or you could link up your PBX with E4 as well. Why Office? Really, Microsoft's productivity platform is an integrated best-of-breed solution. We've given you the best experience across all devices. Plus, cloud on your terms, whether it's on-premise, hybrid, or online, makes no difference to Microsoft. We built in messaging, voice and video, content management, enterprise social, and reporting and analytics has just been added in recently. The big deal, though, is Microsoft's enterprise-grade cloud. We have globally redundant data centers all over the US and all over the world. Your data is automatically backed up across multiple locations, so even if the closest location's down for updates or patches, we have already got you pointed out to another location, so a little bit of a built-in DR for you. We've got a massive network to minimize latency. Workers from all over the world can connect to the US location, allowing them to be a lot more, productive. On the compliance, we're continually advancing our compliance, currently meet 100 plus compliance standards. Some of the biggies are ISO 27001. We do meet all the EU model clauses, which are some of the toughest: HIPAA, FISMA, SOX, just to name a few. Again, because of some of our government clients, we're way out in front of the compliance piece. Multi-level security is built in, so you've got secure firewalls, but also armed guards in each of our data centers. Automation does save cost and energy, so sort of a green solution as well. Biggie though is Office 365 Trust. Security, compliance, and privacy is built in. We've got best-in-class security with over a decade of experience building enterprise software and online services. On the security, we've built in unique customer controls with rights management services to empower customers to protect their info. On the compliance, again, 100 plus, we've built in admin controls like DLP, legal hold, e-discovery to enable organization compliance. Privacy, we're privacy by design with complete separation of enterprise and consumer services. No mining of your data for advertising. We're transparent with your location of your data, who has access, and under what circumstances. Customers have greater control over privacy to enable or regulate sharing based on their organizational needs. One of the last pieces is, I do share out an email afterwards with kind of my latest and greatest and the ultimate links for 365. The most important one probably is this Office 365 roadmap link. I'll include it out. This gives you a place of, it is customer facing for you so that you can kind of stay abreast of what's rolled, what is going to be rolling in the next 30, 60, 90, 120 days, so you can stay out in front of it and where it's leading to. Last piece I do always talk about is Enterprise Mobility Suite. Enterprise Mobility Suite is the three best tools for the Quiver for the cloud. What they've done is they've created this by using the Active Directory Premium, Windows Intune, and our Azure Rights Management Service wrapped up in what they call Enterprise Mobility Suite. Each one of these would, bought separately, would, if you totaled them up, would be about $15 to $20 a seat. But with EMS, that would run you anywhere from about $6 to $8, depending on how many seats. And what it includes is, again, Microsoft Azure Active Directory Premium. This is our hybrid identity. This gives you a self-service password reset and a multi-factor authentication. The biggie, though, is its connection between Active Directory and Azure Active Directory. Windows Intune is our MDM or mobile device management piece. This gives you some app management and includes a selective wipe with so many BYOD, bring your own device solutions out there. This is a way to wipe just the company info, leaving the personal, keeping you out of those legal problems on the BYOD. Last piece is the Azure Rights Management Service. This is some info protection. It is your connection to on-premise assets plus a really cool feature called Bring Your Own Key. That is the end of the demo. I do want to slap out and show you the Office 365 portal and a few other things, but that are the slides. Thank you very much, and talk to you soon.